Welcome race fans to the second race of the chase for the Sprint Cup. The round of 16 continues here at the Magic Mile in Loudon, New Hampshire, and the drivers are hoping to find that magic that will help them achieve that common goal of holding up the championship trophy when the season ends. There's nothing like a flat short track to shake things up in the playoff standings, and we're sure to remember how much racing is a contact sport here at Loudon. You're watching NASCAR on McBlam Racing, and this is the ISM Connect 300 at Loudon. As we're getting underway, green flag is in the air. Kasey Kahne spun the tires on the start that allowed us to get to the inside lane. Look, took a peek to the inside of Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch had the momentum going into turns 1 and 2. We're inside of Matt Kenseth. Kasey Kahne looked low. He came down the block. We're side by side with Kurt Busch going down into turns 3 and 4 for the lead. Oh, Kahne dive bombs it into turns 3 and 4. He's into the wall. Hamlin's involved. Kenseth involved. Caution is out. And the pace car makes its way down pit road as we are facing the start-finish line off turns 3 and 4. Green flag's back in the air. Restarted third, looking to the inside of Kurt Busch. Just looking, can't quite get there. Kurt Busch and Almirola go side by side into turns 1 and 2. Advantage Kurt Busch. We work our way to the inside of Alric Almirola. Matt Kenseth looking in the middle. We dive it down into turns 3 and 4. Can we get there? We're nearly 4 wide. And we have taken the lead at Loudon. They are 3 and 4 deep behind us. Matt Kenseth and Alric Almirola racing side by side. Here comes Kenseth. Denny Hamlin mired back in traffic a little bit. We're trying to get ourselves some bonus points. Ooh, sideways off the turn. Barely clipping the pit road wall. That's going to surrender the lead. Here comes Dale Jr. Dale Jr.'s back in the mix. Kevin Harvick's now out front. Kevin Harvick is another chaser. Goes Almirola to the inside. Here comes Dale Jr. Harvick and Clint Bowyer running side by side. For the lead, advantage to Kevin Harvick. Junior works his way to our inside. He's going to get past us. Outside lane is not going. We're kind of stuck up here for the time being. Kevin Harvick maintaining the race lead. Oh, little tap to Matt Kenseth. Kenseth gets out of shape. That makes it 3 and 4 wide coming off of turns 2. Ooh. Like somebody got sideways in there that looked like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. As we're mired into the middle of the pack now. Ooh, contact! We are 4 deep now. Kenseth not letting up on the outside. Well, I don't really expect him to. Oh, we get into somebody. Looks like Jeff Gordon. We got really loose off the turn, got into Jeff Gordon that time around. And we've lost quite a few spots because of it. Matt Kenseth and I both. Boy, really sideways off the turn. And somehow we managed to keep it together, staying in front of Regan Smith and Casey Mears. They're 3 wide behind us. Kenseth continuing to fall back. This is pack racing probably at its worst. This is one of those things with the game where it just feels like it's the right difficulty. Just the insanity of everyone trying to shuffle and race in packs. It just doesn't work. We're trying to catch up to Brad Keselowski now, running the very, very bottom of the track. Guess you could say Kasey Kahne got us a little bit nervous because that dive bomb on the early on in the race, I'm not willing to deal with that again. So here comes JJ Yaley looking to the inside. We do get the run off the turn. We make that outside lane work as we're now trying to see what we can do with Brad Keselowski. Ooh, worked our way to the inside of Keselowski, took his line away. And we clear him off of turn 4. Now focusing in on Tony Stewart. Oh boy, really got into the brakes hard there. It's really hard not to lock up the brakes here. I don't know what the right amount of pressure is. Because if I brake too early, you see, I'm braking along with these guys. If I brake too early, I'm going to get run over. If I brake too late, I wind up in the wall. Keselowski looks to our inside. Yeah, but if I brake too late, I wind up in the wall. Or overdriving the turn, seriously. So it's really hard to figure out what the right braking point is without locking up the brakes and causing a bunch of smoke, as you see there. I would say it's almost like we're wheel hopping it in there because our left front starts to wear because of that. But it's like I said, it's hard to try to figure out when you're supposed to brake that won't give you that amount of like brake lock. Try to give Almirola some room on the inside. Kasey Kahne's back up here, battling. Ooh, Kasey makes it 3 wide. We have the advantage there. Kasey actually got the position on Almirola with that move. He's all over our back bumper now. Ooh, he got us a little loose there. We're battling with Kasey Kahne. Back here trying to work to the inside of Kyle Larson. We do get there. Kasey Kahne's going to follow us through. Followed by Matt Kenseth. Kenseth's starting to make his way back up through the pack. But yeah, this is just a tough track. See, if the racing was like this constantly, it would be more bearable. You know, like it's not uncommon that people will dive bomb you on the inside. That's not uncommon. It's just a matter of, oh boy, we overdrove the heck out of that turn. That's going to give the advantage to Kasey Kahne. We're going to lose a couple of more spots, looks like, to Aric Almirola and Matt Kenseth. We managed to keep Kyle Larson behind us. Ooh, a little tap to Kasey Kahne. Showing a little displeasure for earlier on in the race. Boy, popped the wall there. Drove it a little bit too hard, got impatient. We need to work our way around Eric Almirola and Matt Kenseth. We're still side by side with Casey Kane. Ooh, Kane comes up the track, gives us a little bit. He muscles us up a little bit, so this is going to be interesting. Truex Jr., your race leader now. Pit stop's already starting to happen. Here comes Austin Dillon looking. The tires are starting to fall off now. We're not as fast as we were in the beginning. And I really wish I knew why I could qualify so well. But as far as the racing, I qualify faster than most people, but when the race starts, it just... I think it's mainly just because of like the pack racing, and you have to be so on edge and watch out for these guys because they just use you up. They use you up after a while, and it's no... There's no, like, I guess, give and take in that sense. It's like basically, oh man, I got into the back of Larson. Did not mean to do that. I guess he braked a little bit earlier than I expected him to. But that's not uncommon, you know, like... It's not so... The checkup is not so harsh here. It's usually when you go to 1.5 miles and 2 mile tracks, that's when you have to really worry about the AI checking up. But on short tracks, not really. As we give another tap to Casey Kane. As we swap positions again. Ooh, Kane looking to our inside. We got a little bit loose. But we're going to have the advantage going into turns 3 and 4. Running that very bottom of the racetrack. But yeah, like in tracks like this, the short flat tracks, you really don't have to worry about them checking up too much. Like here, Martinsville, Pocono. Well, Pocono's not a short track, but you don't really have to worry about them checking up. But of course, then that's when they're just the right amount of challenge. However, I guess as I said in the beginning, you have to worry about the pack racing. And oh boy, Kane, I don't know that we can hold Kane off here for very long. He seems to be faster than us as our tires are really starting to wear. But our goal is just really to survive this race. We're side by side battling off of turns 2. Got the advantage off of 2 that time, but can we hold it? Oh boy, really sideways that time. Yeah, grip is starting to go away. Grip, tire wear playing a big role. We're trying to hold it down into the groove. And sometimes it works, like it just worked there, but other times it's just really hard to get the car to turn. When that happens, then you have to worry about getting really loose off. But we're holding position right now. We're holding our position. We're around... I believe we're running around 15th right now. But that's only because pit stops are already happening, so... Once pit stops happen, I believe we're going to fall back to like 25th or so. Which is around where we probably are running. But we have to wait for everything to cycle through. We're going to wait until we get the low fuel warning before we... Yeah, we're going to wait till we get to the low fuel warning before we actually pit. Basically, we're going to get all that we can out of these tires and just have a fast car on, say, the last 10 laps or so. Oh gosh, wow. Really got into the wall hard that time. I'm surprised I didn't get wall glitched. Yeah, I can't drive this car anywhere near as hard as I could drive it in the beginning. Yeah, see, we're sliding right up the track. We have no grip now. And realistically, we probably should pick. Casey Kane's catching up to us. Somehow we're catching up to Ryan Blaney, despite this how terrible the car is right now. But I would assume that his tires are falling off as well. We're looking to the inside of Blaney, can't quite get there. Now we really have to. If we're going to pass, we really got to time our passes. If we drive it too hard, we're in the, as you can see, well, if we drive it too hard, we're in the wall. So we don't want that to happen. Yeah, ooh, sideways again. We're chasing him down. We actually got to his corner panel. We're going to make the groove work. We do clear him. He falls in. Blaney falls in line behind us. Blaney is one of the chasers. Got some sparks flying down here. Not sure what that was about. But yeah, I assume with all the pit stops and stuff, I believe, from what I remember, this was, golly, this car is plowing. It's just everywhere. It's all over the place right now. I can't say it's plowing because it's kind of doing a little bit of everything. It's loose, it's tight. It's just the tire wear. Yeah, but I believe we're running around like 13th, 14th right now. But that's, like I said, once pit stops have cycled through, then we'll be in our actual position. Which I believe, like I said, that was around 22nd, 23rd. Somewhere in the top 25. Casey Kane's starting to fall off pace a little bit, I'm noticing. Oh, here he comes. He's coming back. He's right on the bumper of Ryan Blaney now. He's going to make a move to his inside. I wish I could show you guys the leaderboard. It's frustrating when you lose your game footage. Because right now, Truex dominated this race. He dominated this entire race, but I wish I could show you guys the leaderboard, but I can't. Yeah, that's one of the frustrating things about losing the game footage. And whoa, boy! Kane almost lost it coming off of 4 that time. He somehow actually manages to get to it. For some reason, being loose makes it, you don't really lose any time from getting loose, because I did the same thing. I almost lost it catching up to Ryan Blaney. Kane does the same thing. He almost loses it getting to us. Stand in the gas. Don't let up. Keep going, I guess. Yeah, our pit stop's going to be coming up shortly. Yes, we just had to kind of let Ryan Blaney go after a while. It's like at this point in time, our tires are just done. Yeah, Blaney got loose off the turn that time. I had to go down the track to get away from him. Make sure we didn't wreck. I don't want a wreck coming out right. I don't want a caution coming out right now. I need to see how this is going to play out. I don't want to deal with another restart. That's the main thing. I don't want to deal with another restart. Blaney is working his way around the lap car of Josh Wise. Josh Wise currently running last. See, we're not smoking the brakes anymore, but I believe that's because they're already worn out. Ryan Blaney's now coming down pit road. Looks like Kevin Harvick is also down pit road. Casey Kane has not come down pit road as of yet. But I would imagine he'll be coming down pretty soon. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. makes his way off pit road. Don't know if I'm going to be holding him up or not. I'm going to run up high. Going to give him the, well, I tried to give him the lane, but he didn't take it. He went back to the outside. Now he's working to our outside. I guess we're just going to kind of stay where we are. Oh yeah, he's right there. Yeah, right now I'm holding him up. There's no way that he can, that I can get around him, so. We're side by side. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, there's no way. No way I could keep him behind us. Not when he has fresh tires. So we should be coming down pit road shortly. Take our 4 tires and fuel. And since there's no pit road animation, we're going to go ahead and just jump to the pit road exit. But I do take 4 tires and fuel. As here we come down pit road, I do take 4 tires and fuel. And almost slid it going into pit road that time. But I do take 4 tires fuel. I made a slight adjustment on the track bar. I only went up just a tick, just so I can get a little bit more, I can turn just a little bit better. So here we come in for our pit stop, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, and we're off pit road. That pit stop was a little bit longer than I anticipated. That was a long pit stop that I guess maybe there were some issues getting on the tires, but that was a fairly long pit stop. And we usually have really fast pit stops, so that makes things interesting here. And there's the brake / tire smoke as we drive it down into turns 1 and 2. Like I said, I don't know what to do about that. You know, unless there's something, there's like a balance setting or something that I don't know about that'll help with that. Help us not smoke the tires and the brakes going into the turns, but as of right now, I don't know what to do about it. So we're back in 25th right now. So right where I said we would come out. So now it's time to make up some spots, which we should be able to kind of just get by these guys real easy because they're on older tires. We're on much fresher ones. We're catching up to Austin Dillon, just got around Almarola. Okay, work our way to the inside of Austin Dillon. Looking, almost there. Should be able to clear him going into this turn, and we do. Ooh, he tries to pull the crossover move, going down to the bottom. I overdrove it just a little bit, pushed up the track, but I still had the momentum. Like I said, I have the fresh tires. Now we're set our sights on Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney battling with Paul Menard up ahead. Might get around him this time. We're trying to get around the lap car of Josh Wise. He goes up high, gives us the room. We clear him, coming off of 2. Menard looking to the inside of Casey Kane now. Oh boy. Split the tires a little bit more than I wanted to there. Yeah, but we're chasing these guys down now. Not many laps to go. Trying to catch up to Ryan Blaney. Ooh boy, a little sideways that time. Through the center, but we do catch up to Blaney. We're there. Oh boy, look at that. Drove it really, really hard. And now we're there, so we just have to make sure that we can get to his inside, but no, he's going to protect the bottom. Looking to the inside of Paul Menard. Nothing I could really do there, just kind of have to be patient. Plan my move accordingly. There he goes to the bottom again. If I can get to him, I'll give him a tap, but oh, I don't need to. He slides up the track. And clear him off of 4. Now to set our sights on Paul Menard. Blaney's looking to our inside. We're clear. As we're now inside of Paul Menard. And we're going to get around him with the 20th spot. Now to set our sights on Casey Kane. There he is. There it is. Tried to give him the bumper there. Almost didn't work. Well, almost didn't work. It almost did work. I was trying to give him the bumper. I couldn't quite get there to him, though. And he and Keselowski are kind of pouring it on right now. So as long as they're running in tandem, I can't really catch him. But now I should be able to get to him. Casey Kane broke the draft on Keselowski. So that should help me catch up to him a little bit. Boy, scraped the wall. We're trying so hard to get to Casey Kane. Trying to get that top 20 finish. Well, actually, we're already 20th. We just want to get around Kane. Okay, here we go. There it is. There's the bump. We're going to swing a little bit wide. And we take 19th away. Can we get to 18th? Trying to get to Brad Keselowski. Let's see if we can get there. We're there. We get around Keselowski, but we overdrive the turn just a little bit. We're going to swing up high. We're battling side by side. Here we come to the line. And we have the advantage. We will come home 18th. Not bad. Alright guys, so that's the end of the race. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, I am sorry that I could not bring you the actual live gameplay footage. But as I said, there was issues with the recording and it just got all kind of messed up. So luckily I always save the replays, the race replays. This had been another game like, you know, Thunder 03 or something like that. It never would have been shown. So just one of those things. Hopefully it won't happen again. But anyway, Kurt Busch is your race winner. Just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. So he has also punched his ticket into the next round, into the round of 12, not round of 8. Getting it right this time, the round of 12. So myself and Kurt Busch have moved into the round of 12. I've been keeping an eye on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Like I said, he poured it on towards the end of the season, into the regular season. So in the playoffs, he's now 13th. So he still has one more race to move himself into the top 12. I'm pretty sure he'll do that just fine. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I will not have any of these issues again next week. I didn't have any issue recording this because I recorded this from my PS3 just to make sure that it worked. I recorded the race replay itself, so that seemed to work just fine. So I guess it was just a fluke issue that happens sometimes. So I hope you guys, thank you guys for understanding. Thank you guys for tuning in to McBlam Racing on McBlam Entertainment, where we try to bring a little bit of enjoyment to your day every day. And if you enjoy these races, I do them every week following the NASCAR season. But, come hell or high water, apparently. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.